Jeremy Ruffin with RWR Live 365 Ruff Talk. We are so excited today. This is a first. I got some people in the building, but it ain't just some people we got in the building. We got some special stuff for you today. I can't wait. The guest that's on today, she was talking and telling stuff. I said, whoa, hold up. Stop talking. You giving all the good stuff out. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear what is going on, who is here today, and hear a little bit of her story. But you know, we always start with the polar, baby. Polar ice. We gonna get a little icebreaker, so we gonna find out. First off, who are you?
My name is Gloria The Groomer.
Gloria The Groomer. I'm excited. This is gonna be great. All right, Gloria, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Green. For money, or is it just
I love money.
All right, she loves the money. All right, why is green your favorite color?
Because it's different. It's like all different shades. It could be like a dark green, light green. It just right now my day is like nature.
Okay, she likes nature. You like to be outside, so that she likes the green. Okay. Describe yourself, Miss Groomer, in 3 words. Not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. 3 words. Describe yourself.
I'm strong.
With a C. She say strong. With a strong. Like my grandma say with a C. Okay.
I'm determined.
Strong, determined, and
I'm strong.
Double strong. 2x, 2 times strong. Don't mess with her.
I'm just a strong woman.
She a strong woman. We're going to talk a little bit about that as we get a little further. Okay, so you were younger, growing up. You know, everybody, the teacher asked, what's your favorite job? I want to be a police officer, and I want to save the world. All right, we know that, everybody. So when you were growing up, what was your dream job? You know, your teachers would ask you, they'd give you the question. You'd have the police officers and all, you know, the firemen, all this comes through. But when you were younger, what did you aspire to be? What was this is what I know I'm going to do?
I always wanted to be a teacher.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I like to help people. I like to help people in different situations, and people come to me for advice, and it just motivates me to be able to teach people what I know. Are
you a teacher right now?
Yes.
You are a teacher. Okay, I can't wait to hear y'all to find out what she's teaching and what she's doing. Tell us, where do you find your inspiration? Now, you do a lot. You were talking about a lot of things that you're doing. Where do you find your daily inward inspiration for what you do?
I really don't have one. I just basically get up in the morning, go outside and refresh, and just listen to the birds, the bees. I just like to be outside bright. As soon as I hit the ground, that's the first place I go, outside. Before I start, I like to ground myself before I start my day.
So you talking to the bee whisperer, you talking to the birds and the bees, and you got your bird feeder out there and the squirrels, and you got it all going on. Brett, what's the princess that talks with the animals? And I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of something. My 7-year-old, she'd be laughing at me. Cinderella, there you go. So you're like Cinderella, talking to the animals coming in while you clean this. All right, cool. I love it. Why was that the first thing that came to my mind? I have no idea. That just lets you know I watch too many cartoons with my kids. This one we didn't talk about, but I want to ask you, all right? 2 more questions. Do you write your goals or your dreams down?
That's something I started when I had my car accident. I had to start writing goals because I knew I wanted to be able to meet these goals to go on to the next level where I need to achieve in life.
Was the car accident a traumatic thing that kind of really changed your life?
Yes.
Do you think that's probably one of your changes or breaking points in life to where it kind of got you to the next level?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome, girl. Proud of you. So proud of you. All right. I said 2 more questions. I think we got a couple more. These are good. If you could be a superhero and have a superpower, what power would that be? Now, you're already doing great stuff, all right? But if you had a superpower, what would it be?
I would like to have Like, you know how like the scissor hand, the Edward
Scissorhand. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I would like to have some kind of powers like that.
Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all catching on that now. That's got a lot to do with what she does. And if you don't know who Gloria the Groomer is, you should by now have a really good idea. All right, last question. You are going on a Saturday morning when you're young. And okay, now you going outside before your feet touch the ground. After your feet touch the ground when you was younger, and you was getting ready to watch your cartoons or whatever, and you had to get you a box of cereal. What this is, because this tells a lot about people. What cereal were you gonna grab?
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Okay, you watched the Flintstones growing up? Okay, all right. A little milk or a lot of milk?
A lot of milk.
I don't know, big spoon or little spoon?
Little spoon.
Little spoon. People are always asking that, but people have a preference now when it comes to what they're going to get. Listen, I got Gloria the Groomer. You do not want to miss this next part we're going to get into. This is a phenomenal interview. Remember, go to RWR Live 365, download the app so that you can see us on Saturdays from 2 to 3, Ruff Talk. This is episode 7. You're not going to want to miss this. We're going to go on a quick break and then we'll be back. Remember, don't miss out on what we're talking about today. All right. We are back with Gloria the Groomer. And if you didn't know what she did when she talked about Edward Scissorhands, now with Ash is in the building, baby, you know what she does. We got our first time guest. This is the first time that we have had a dog, but now we curious. We got to know what kind of dog breed and all this kind of great stuff. So tell me, introduce your guest you got with you.
All right, this is Miss Ashley. She is 9 months. She's a Bichon.
She's a what?
A Bichon.
A B, bless you. Okay, all right, Bichon, very good. All right. So Ashley is here in the building with us. We are so excited, and she's good. Like, you came in and she was fine, and she's very well trained. So how old is Ashley?
9 months.
9 months. Hey, you. What's up?
Say hey.
You doing all right? I love it. All right, so tell me about the dog. When did you get the dog? Tell us what y'all have y'all gotta have some kind of bond. I love it.
Yes. So I got Miss Ashley right after my car accident. My dog that I had, my competition dog, passed away when I had my car accident. No, he was not with me, but he was at the house, and I guess the depression, he just went down. He just basically had a heart attack.
Wow.
So I was blessed with this dog from my husband, and it's just been like, she just, basically we both need each other. So we kind of like, we have separation anxiety, but this is my girl. She go everywhere with me.
Ash, you riding, baby. When that car go, Ash ready to go, baby. She is ready. I love it. So talk to me about separation anxiety. It's a real thing. It's a real people. I mean, I don't care what people say. Like, you need to have that thing in your life that allows you to, like you said earlier, stay grounded. So talk to me about the separation. When I first got her, she was just whining all the time. So I would just like take her to work with me. And the days that I don't take her to work, it's hard on me. It's like, even when I'm looking over there where she's located, I'm like, dang, I miss my dog. And when I get home, baby, she makes sure she shows me she miss me too. Yeah. So if I wasn't a groomer and I had to drop her off to another groomer, it's probably hard. Because, not just because I'm a groomer, but it's just that I know that she's gonna whine. They're not gonna go get her, and when she whine, I go get her. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
It's just different.
So tell us where you're from. Tell us where you grew up. Tell us a little about your up and coming years.
I grew up in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay. What elementary school did you go to?
I went to C.A. Wise.
C.A. Wise? Okay. Who was your favorite elementary teacher?
Miss Payne.
Miss Payne, shout out to Miss Payne. Hey, Miss Payne, thank you for being a great teacher. She remembered your name. Maybe you were me. No, okay, she wasn't me. I know Miss Payne was a good teacher.
Miss Payne was my baby.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So then you went from what middle school did you go to?
I went to Wedgwood Middle.
Okay, Wedgwood Middle, and then transitioned to
Tate High School, and then I graduated from Pine Forest High School.
Okay, you was an Aggie, then you was a Pine Forest Eagle.
Yes.
Okay, what year did you graduate?
2008.
2008. I graduated in 2006. So let me think. Coach Grant was still coaching basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smoking Dap graduated in 12, I think. Okay, I'm just trying to think what basketball play. I play basketball. I'm just trying to think what guys were around that time. So Pine Forest always had good athletics, good teams. Very good. Okay, so then so Pensacola's always been home for you. Have you ever traveled anywhere else? Ever been anywhere else? Or
I didn't with grooming. I've been places, but Pensacola is where home at. But now I live in Pace. But
okay, shout out to us people out in Pace. We love it. The 32570, baby. Berry Hill Road. We love it. It's nice and peaceful and quiet. Just don't come see me. No, I'm just kidding.
That part.
Don't come out there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So talk to us about the grooming school. We'll kind of get a little bit into the professional. We'll talk about that. But where did you go? Talk to us about like high school to college to grooming. Like, how does all that work? I'm very curious. I don't know about the grooming and how all that, the schooling and the regulations. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I started I was a kennel worker. And then I wanted to learn how to groom, but this teacher, my manager, she was like, "Oh, you want to be a groomer?" So I was like, "Okay." So I left there and went and did a little research. And then I found this one school that was very pricey, but they didn't want to teach me. They kept having me do the same thing. I was there for 3 weeks and I was just doing the same thing every day. And I was like, this not it. So I reached out to this lady named Miss Vanessa, and she was like, "Hey, yeah, come to Blue Angel and I'll teach you." So that's what I did. And first, instead of them charging me to teach me how to groom and all that, they had me doing like apprenticeship, kind of like I was bathing the dogs. And then after I get done with my shift, I go over there and learn how to groom. Mm-hmm. And other than that, it's hard. Grooming is hard. It's not easy. You just gotta have patience and you gotta like the dogs. If you don't like dogs, it's not the career for you.
Say hold on. Say that part one more time now.
If you do not like dogs, this is not the career for you.
So you're telling me there's people who have a profession or they're in a profession but don't necessarily like their profession, but they do what they're doing anyway. So Tell me how much sense that makes if you're gonna work with animals and you don't really like animals. Do you see that a lot?
Yes, I do, but it's because we make a lot of money. We do. But it's just like you gotta make sure whatever you're putting out, like anybody look at my work and they'll be like, "Oh, I know where you go," because I have a passion about what I do. I want to make sure every dog almost look the same, or you'll be able to know that I did it.
So you kind of have a stamp. Like people know what you're. Okay, yeah. That's cool.
But other people, they'll just shave a dog down, have a salon like 30 dogs in there at a time. But it's not, you don't know every dog on your table. Every dog come on my table, I personally know them. I could tell you if your dog gained weight. I could tell you your dog got a skin tag that he didn't have last week. It's just that I personally know my clients. And everybody's not your client. And sometimes you have to let those go who's not there for you.
Wow. So how did you learn how to learn about your dogs, all the dogs individually? Because you just said, I know when they gained weight. I've known when they went out of town. Something happened to them. How did you learn that? But that's not easy.
It's basically dogs you can read a dog. You basically put a dog on your table. You could tell if the dog in pain. You could tell the dog if something wrong with just the body language of the dog. They're going to love on you more because they're in pain. And you know what I'm saying? So you just got to be patient and just learn the dog on the table. Mm.
So we're learning a lot of life lessons here about working with dogs because it's so important. People don't want to take the time to do anything anymore. And then when the results don't come, it's like, well, hold up. This ain't for me. No, it ain't for you. It takes time to learn anything that you're doing.
I still go to school. I still take classes. You can't. I mean, I take classes, I take webinars all day long. Every time y'all see me on the road, I'm basically taking classes, trying to know what to do and how to do it in my business. You can't just go to school and say, hey, that's it. That's not it. You got to know, because it's the trend. The trend changed, so you got to change. You got to make sure you stay up. You can't be grooming a dog that back in the 90s and now it's 2024. They gonna want some new styles. Trust me.
It's crazy because people ask me to come and speak a lot of different times, places, and when I talk to people, especially in business or sales, you can't sell the way you sold 2 years ago. I'm 35, thinking to be 36. I don't want you to sell to me. I don't need all this communication. Like, show me what I need to see very quickly, because I got stuff to do. Send me some pictures, send me an email, whatever, but I don't have to always physically. So I love the fact that you're saying you have to adjust. And if you can't adjust in this world, if you can't,
you're going to be lost. I'm sorry, but you're going to be lost.
That's phenomenal. Man, that's good. So talk to us a little bit about your stamp. Talk to us about what maybe you don't want to, or we don't want to give too much away, but how would someone know that you worked on their dog? I'm curious. I want to know that now as you said it.
Well, first, you're going to know because of the smell. You're going to be able to smell your dog before you can smell my dog from just sitting here. The smell is not cheap. I don't bathe your dog with Dawn. I basically bathe your dog with people bathe in grooming salons. People bathe with Dawn.
Goodness.
I've heard of that for like
goodness,
and that's the only time I've ever used it on my dog.
Yeah, but even if your dog have fleas, Dawn is not good for your dog. It's professional shampoo for fleas and ticks. Are
you serious?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't in the dog growing business. But I would know that. I don't know if I should be bathing my... I mean, now sometimes things get tough, okay, fine. But not on no regular... Like, I won't be paying somebody, Dawn.
People, you'd be surprised what people do. Like, that's why I'm always going live on my social medias. That's why I'm always doing different content to let people know that, hey, this is everything in here is professional.
Wow.
Everything I use is basically, I'm an ambassador for everything basically I use in my salon, from the shampoo, from the clippers, to the shears, to the brush, the comb, the cologne.
Wow. Well, we learned a lot. Don't use Dawn on your, and when you're going, make sure they're not using Dawn. Make sure they're using the appropriate stuff. We're going to find out when we come back what that is. I've got a ton of questions. She's saying stuff. I need you to hear about the ambassador. I need you to hear about this. She said cologne. I put on cologne. She putting some cologne on the, oh my. Well, you go nowhere. We are coming back. You do not want to miss Gloria the Groomer. She's going to break some things down. Ash, you good over there? Ashley, we all right? We handling our business? We doing? Oh, yeah, she said, yeah. You didn't hear that, but she whispered. She told me some things y'all ain't hear. RWR Live 365, Jeremy Ruffin, Ruff Talk, Episode 7, Gloria the Groomer. We'll be right back.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. In this place, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Won't you please come?
Y'all ready?
Yeah. All right, we're back. Ruff Talk. Somebody's telling me it's episode 6, episode 7. I think it's episode 7. It don't matter. Whatever episode it is, my brain's like, oh my God. We are with Gloria the Groomer. Ashley said she needed to take a little bit of break. There was too much going on with the lights, camera, action, so she needed to chill a little bit. No paparazzi for her. And I ain't have any treats. So now I done messed up. Bring no dog treats. But no, we are so excited to have Gloria the Groomer in the building. I have learned so much already. So talk to us a little bit about professionalism. Talk to us a little bit about how you got started, when you got started, how long you've been in business. So kind of walk us through that process of, okay, I think this is what I want to do. You said you went to Blue Angel.
Yes, I went to Blue Angel.
Okay.
not high school. I went to Blue Angel. It was called Blue Angel Pet Salon.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. I was there for about 8 months, and I graduated May of 2019.
Okay.
And then I had a grooming shop June the 1st, 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, and right after that, I just basically just been going head first, never looking back. Just had to take God with me and just know that if I keep going, I'm gonna see what I'm looking for and what I want to achieve at the end of it.
So in those Ashley's not happy. Somebody, I don't know if y'all can hear, somebody not happy over there. Well, mama. So in those 5 years, was it tough? Is there things that you learned being an entrepreneur? I try to tell people like, man, I want to start my own business. And I said, are you sure? Because starting your own business is not what you think it is. So what was that process like?
The first year I had my business, we had hurricane. I forgot what's the name of that hurricane we had, but it messed up my salon. I was not even in my salon 3 months, and it did a lot of damage to my salon, and I just really wanted to give up, but I knew in my back of my head that I had to keep going. I mean, I quit my job, brought my whole family and said, hey, I want to be a groomer. So now,
Where were you working before?
I was working at this place called We Tuck 'Em In.
Okay.
I was a kennel worker.
Okay. So this has been you. I mean, this is what you've been doing. So it was just the process of getting off on your own. Yeah.
Being my own boss it's a blessing, but also it could be a curse. It just, you really got to know if this is really what you want to do, because it get hard.
Yeah.
And I bathe the dog, I blow dry the dog, I groom the dog. I'm a one lady shop in my own little shop.
Yeah.
So you just gotta make sure you just be clear-minded and just know what you want to do in life.
How can people get a hold of you? What's the best way? Is it a website? Is it an email? Is it a social media? I know we're going to talk about the social media thing here in a minute. But what's the best way if someone's watching this? Say, man, I want to see what she's got going on. I want to get a hold of you. Like, please don't overbear me. I got too much going on. But we want to be booked and busy, baby. So talk to us about how someone can get.
You can reach me at my phone number 850-686-6775, or you also can reach me at my Instagram at Gloria The Groomer, or you can email me at gloriathegroomer@gmail.com.
Okay, say those for us one more time so they can get it.
My email is gloriathegroomer@gmail.com, and my Instagram is Gloria The Groomer, and my phone number is 850-686-6775.
Okay, very good. Get a hold of her. She's going to do a great job. She's going to take care of your dogs, and it sounds like they get a great experience. It doesn't sound like they're just in and out. Like, you really take the time and you really take the care, and that love and that care is phenomenal. So thank you for that. I always tell people, and we'll talk about that later. We ain't gonna get into that now. We'll mention that later. So talk to us about things you've learned over these 5 years as an entrepreneur, because it's not just pet grooming, dog grooming. It's not just that. You got to know the business side of things. You got to know how to handle stuff when people ain't happy. And you got to be able to say, all right, listen, some things going on in my head, but I can't say that because that word of mouth, baby, that thing travel real quick. So talk to us about some things you learned, and then talk to us about the shears you're talking about and the shampoos. I want people to hear more about that.
Well, what I have learned is to control my attitude. To be a successful business owner, you got to know how to handle your customers. Your customers are always right. It don't matter if they did give you the wrong haircut. They don't know the term of the haircut, and you have to be able to say, hey, okay, we could fix it this time, but the next time we'll know where we're going. That's what I had to learn, because my birthday is the 4th of July. I'm a little firecracker. So I had to learn how to be very professional when it come down to that. I was a little hot-headed in the beginning, but that's just something you have to learn.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny, and I'm so glad you said that, because I don't care where you start in business, you got to learn. Everybody has to learn, whether it's the financial part, whether it's the marketing part, That's not easy, you know, making sure, like you're talking about content, people want to see it. They want to see what you're doing. Like you can say you're doing what you're doing or whatever, that's cool, fine. But if people ain't scrolling and seeing your stuff and you're not posting and paying money, they're going to be like, I don't know what she's doing. I don't trust it. Talk to us about the shears and the shampoo, and you're talking about ambassadors. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, the shampoo I use is Hydro Professional Shampoo. It's called Purple Line. I'm in a PR for them. I basically test out the new products that come out before they actually launch it for sale. And if they want the truth. They don't care if it stinks. They just want the truth. And for me being an ambassador for them, I'm very grateful because I could be able to be myself. I don't have to lie and say, hey, it smells good, and it don't. Yeah. I like to be myself. Yeah. And for my shear line, I'm an ambassador for Sharpie Happy Hounds. Come on back, T. What? Say that again now for us. It's called Sharpie Happy Hounds. Okay. Happy Hounds is a lunch. He just launched this Happy Hound business for his grandson. Basically, it's two businesses into one. And what I do is it's called scissor. I just basically scissor dog with the shears. And you got to know the difference between the shears, because I could sell you some shears and it could be some cheap shears, but just because I sold it to you, you'd be like, oh, it's going to look like my work. That's not it. I can't, you could get the same shears I have and your work still looks different. Yeah. You got to know how to use the shears the correct way. A lot of people don't.
So, I got to ask, and I hate to ask because people going to watch it. But when you did hair, when you groomed the dogs, have you looked back? I don't know if I should be asking this, but have you looked back and be like, what in the world was I thinking? Or have you been pretty good at it? Because like a haircut, you go, we ain't finna go to every barber now. There's some barbers, so have you looked back and said, ooh, I done came a long way?
Now, when I was in grooming school, I had this older lady. She basically looked at me, followed me on social media, and she told me, hey, you got it, what it takes to be a groomer. So when she told me that, I was like, oh, I do kind of groom better than people that's been grooming 12 years, and I'm only 3 months in. Wow. So I knew I had a technology. I knew I had a gift. Yeah. So even when I look at my work now, and I'm like, oh wow, I always wanted to be able to do a nice leg like this, and to make it look fake I like it. That's just something that I have felt in my education to actually know how to do what I want to do.
Do you think someone who grooms, are they artsy? Like, do you have to have an art mind to see things? Yes. Were you good at art growing up?
No, I can't draw. I can't even draw a dog.
You can't?
I can't even draw. I can't. I barely could draw a heart. I cannot draw. I cannot.
She grooms dogs but can't draw them. That's so funny because I can't draw. If it ain't a basketball player, I can't draw. Stick figures, houses, but shit ain't a baby. I don't do all the drawing. Wow, that's pretty cool.
But I could look at a haircut and say it's not right.
Wow. So, and shame on me because I should have done this. We should have had you do an example. Like we gotta bring you back on, or we gotta come to you, and we gotta set up a camera and video, and we have to let you talk us through the process of it. Because I think that would be so cool to be able to see that. So I'm always big about unity in our community. That's huge. Unity in our community. Britt want to make sure you got her information. She's our videographer, photographer, so she good. She knows what she's doing now.
I got you.
What was I getting ready to ask you? That slipped my mind. I was gonna ask you a question about something. I don't know what was I getting ready to ask you. Well, we gotta go on to the next question because I forgot what I was gonna get you. That's the brain. My brain going 30 miles an hour. So professionally, that's what I was gonna ask you. For a young guy who wants to get into dog grooming and doesn't know how to do it, who to contact, where should they start now if they're in middle school or high school and they enjoy it and they like it and they think, I might want to do this one day? What should they do? What's your advice?
You can reach out to me and you can come and follow me through the weekend and see if it's something that you want to do, because I don't want you to put your money up for it, because you gotta really know this something, because it's dirty. We get dirty in there. You can't be, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. I just really, before anybody say, hey, I want to go to be a groomer, you really need to follow somebody a couple weeks to see if there's something you want to do.
That's good.
Because you gotta really love what you do.
Yeah.
Like, I could do this all night long and I'd be tired, but at the same time, I still know what I'm doing, and I feel like I have to have the passion to do it. Some people don't. Yeah.
No, that's good. And I've always told people, you know it's your purpose or your passion if you could do it for free.
Yes.
If no one ever paid you another day in your life, and I don't know, I can't speak for you, but if no one ever paid you, you'd say, man, I still want to do this because I know I'm affecting or I'm changing somebody's life. How much joy do people get knowing that they can't shear, clean, take care of their dog, and they know they're going to be in good hands with you?
I have a lot of clients that are having financial problems, and they reach out to me because it's not about the money with me. It's about the dog. If your dog is matted, it's not going to eat, it's tight. So you can't afford it. So let me help you. I mean, I'm going to get blessed regardless. Mm-hmm. It's just that I just know that some dogs can't, people can't afford it. Grooming is expensive. Nowadays, grooming is expensive. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not the cheapest. I might be the highest, but it's the experience you get. I'm one-on-one, I'm kennel free. It's basically different things than a regular normal grooming shop.
So most of us, when we think about going and getting our animals, our pets, whatever, you walk in and you see them and they got the strap around their neck or whatever. I don't know. You know this. You're the professional. So walk us through the process. Like, are people nervous the first time they do it? Or they scared? Oh, my baby's going back. Like, talk to them. People be crying. They look nervous.
Almost, but it's to the point that you have to make, before the dog gets dropped off, you have to make that pet parent feel comfortable. These are kids. I treat the dogs like they're kids. So basically, you don't want to put a dog in a kennel and you're not going to come back to that kennel to about 2 or 3 hours. By the time that dog been in the kennel for 2 or 3 hours, he's tired. He don't want to do nothing. So that would make me want to change from my first shop because I was a kennel based there.
Gotcha.
But now I don't have kennels. So when your dog come in, it's on the table, the tub, back on the table, blow dry out the door.
Wow.
So it's never seen a kennel, so it's not stressed. I don't want to stress a dog out.
What's the time length? What's the process time length from the time they come in, or your turnover time, from the one time they come in to the time they're able to leave?
It depends on the breed. A small dog, I say give me an hour and a half. A medium dog, I say give me about 2 hours. A big dog, give me 3 hours.
Wow.
So it's constantly, but my thing is, I don't want this dog coming in and then this dog here, and then it's, they could have a fight, or this dog came in and have fleas. Now I have to defleet my shop, and it's just that I'll be trying to make it all safe.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And then also too, you don't want a dog to start fretting. Like, they get in the car, they know where they're going. Dogs are smart now. They know what's going on, and they had a bad experience like you just talked about. Another dog there barking, whatever, whatnot. So, no, that makes a lot of sense. No, that's great. So there are different size dogs take at different time, and you got some dogs. How do you do it if they go in the bathroom and they?
No, so we have a grooming tub.
Okay.
So it comes with stairs. So if I have like big dogs, I don't have to lift the dogs up.
Oh, nice.
Most of the big dogs, if your dog is well trained, because if it's a big dog, you gotta be basically well trained. Yeah. And so you go up on the stairs and they just get in the tub. I don't never have to lift them. My table go all the way down, so I don't never have to lift them. Wow. But we do use our body the whole time, because you basically gotta lean on them, make sure they don't fall. And we have some old dogs too. You just gotta know exactly. Different dogs are different, and you just gotta know that's something you want to take.
You love what you do. That's awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, I bring so many different kinds of people in here, but the common theme is I need people to know that there's people in this community who love and care about you. And there's people in this community who love and care about what they do. And that makes a huge difference when you're going into somewhere where they're, all right, bring me your dog, man. What you got going on, man? What they doing today? And to hear you say it's a one-on-one experience, I mean, that's phenomenal. And not you're saying no kennel time. And I mean,
I have clients that call me and be like, hey, Gloria, something is going on with this dog. Can I bring him to you before I take him to the vet? And I'm like, hey, I'm not a vet.
oh, I got you.
I'm not a vet, but
Yes.
I could look at a dog and tell what is going on, and then I could say, hey, when you get to the vet, tell them I said this, or something like that. Just because a lot of people, if you take your dog to another groom shop, they're really not going to care the way I care. I really take my time. I get to know your dog, everything like that. But other people, they just put your dog in the kennel, get on the table, Fluffy. Fluffy out the door. They can't tell you nothing about Fluffy. They can't basically even tell you Fluffy last name.
Don't even know what Fluffy ate for lunch. Don't know what Fluffy done fluffed today. Don't know what's going on.
They don't know.
That's a shame. They don't know about Fluffy. Hey, this has been phenomenal. Man, if you didn't get something from this talk today, I don't know if we can help. No, Gloria has been phenomenal. If you've got, tell us how they can get a hold of you one more time.
You can reach out to me on my social media at Instagram, Gloria The Groomer, or you can email me at gloriathegroomer@gmail.com, or you can text me at 850-686-6775.
Make sure you reach out. You can already tell the passion that she has for what she's doing. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to finish up. We're going to get the power, baby. We're going to get us some good stuff. Before we leave today, she's going to break some things down to us and talk to us a little about, you know how we talk, passion, purpose, and power. RWR Live 365 on Saturdays. We are on the air. Make sure that you're downloading that app. Ruff Talk Podcast, episode 8. No, they looking at me like, shut up, bro. 7. We Ruff Talk episode, not 7. We in the building. Man, it is a blessing. We'll see you guys back here in a little bit.
Okay. I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day.
All right, it's Ruff Talk. We are finishing up with Gloria The Groomer. And don't forget about Ash. What's up, girl?
She's saying back.
You back? You ready to roll? I'm finishing up, I promise. I don't have any snacks. I'm sorry. I should have brought you something. All right, we're going to finish it up a little bit here. Listen, I've learned so much. It has been so good. If you don't know if you should ever do business with somebody and you're questioning, see how passionate they are about what they do. Read the reviews. Listen to, I'm just listening to how she's talking about what she does. She's not down, not one person. She's talking about the love and the care and the time that she puts in. And I think what's crazy is Verizon Wireless doesn't say, you know what, I know the bill's a little bit, I'll come down a little bit. No, you pay for good service. You pay, you don't question anything. Gulf Power or ECUA or what, you pay it because you know it's good. So I love what you said. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a phenomenal job. We support you 1,000%. And I know people walk away happy. I don't know. I'm not in there, but I can tell by what you're saying. You're doing a phenomenal job. So thank you so much for what you're doing. So what are some of the biggest issues you see in the community that we're dealing with? It could be in your business, just in general. What are some things you're seeing in our community that we can do a little bit better to show better unity in our community?
Support. I mean, even that, you don't have to actually buy anything. You could share. Just sharing is a big thing. Just to let somebody know that you support them, you see them. I mean, you might not have a lot of followers, but you could still share that person, whatever they post. They could be selling food. Just share. You know, I mean, they'll know you. You mean, when they see you, like, hey, I remember you shared my thing the other day. It's just word of mouth goes a long way. You
It
don't
does.
have to advertise. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never advertise. Only thing I do is post like pictures on social media, but I never had to pay for an ad or anything like that. And I've been in business for 5 years.
That's awesome.
It's just everybody on word of mouth.
That's awesome. And what's crazy is people ask, how do you get speaking engagements? How do you travel and do this and that? People talk.
People talk.
And when you do people the right way,
They talk.
they appreciate you getting back to them at a timely fashion. I can tell how you do business at your shop based on getting back to me about emailing and doing this interview. Because how you do small things and how you do some things is how you do all things.
You're right about that.
And people don't realize, but we ain't talking about that. All right, move on. All right. What would you say is your biggest tip? I love helping kids ages 18 to 28. That college age, I just got out of college. I don't know where I fit in life. What suggestion would you give for someone that kind of fits in that age group that haven't quite gotten deep into their profession? They're still trying to figure some things out. What suggestion would you give them?
Never give up. That's number one, and you have to be consistent. If you want something in life, it's not gonna just somebody not just gonna give it to you. You got to work your butt off, like work, and you got to stay consistent. If you're not consistent, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So it don't just fall out the sky. It ain't osmosis. Somebody just gonna write and say, "Hey, you just a random person. Let me write you a $10 million check." That happened to you? That's what happens, right?
Yeah, nah.
No, it ain't happening. That ain't happening.
It don't work like that.
It does not work like that.
I just want them to follow their dreams.
Yes.
If you follow your dreams, anything can happen. There's no limit.
This was a dream. Like, this podcast was a dream, and I started trying to do this 2 years ago, and it didn't work. It fell through.
It wasn't time.
It wasn't the right time. And I just want people to know there's people in our community who love you, who care for you, who are there for you, no matter what profession it is. I feel like people can come talk to you about life, the things that you shared.
So all 35 of my students, I could tell you about, when I wake up in the morning, I probably have like 10 messages in my Instagram because they didn't tag me in. And I'd be like, oh my God, what is this you tagged me in? But it's just to the point that they basically, once you're my students, if I go up, you're going to go up. Yeah. I'm opening doors for all of us.
Wow.
And a lot of them, that's why they attend my classes, because it's not just me want to motivate myself. I want to motivate y'all too. Y'all can do it too.
That's phenomenal. 35 students. That's not local. That's everywhere.
That's all around.
She bringing in international money, baby. I love it. Oh, I got to get on that plan right there. 35?
I have 35 students, and I mentor 5 once a month. So they call me in once a month, and basically we set goals, and
that's phenomenal.
And they meet their goals. If they don't, they basically tell me why they didn't meet their goal. Because I don't want you to waste my time, because I basically have a whole shop I'm running, and I'm actually taking time out of my family time to help you, even though I'm off. So it's just like, if we could meet in the middle, we could be at the top together.
That's awesome. Man, this has been a good show. We got to get you guys back on. Ashley, you okay with that? I got to bring some snacks next time. You look like, bro.
She's comfortable now.
She's comfy now. I'm tripping, girl. My bad. I always like to ask this question when we finish. In your own words, how do you become, and you kind of said it earlier, but how do you become and remain successful? A lot of people want to reach success, but that's tough, because if you reach it, you got to almost work 10 times harder to maintain it and to keep going. So what, in your words, how do you become successful and remain successful?
Okay, this is kind of a trick question, because I'm not successful yet. I'm hungry, so therefore I'm going to continue to reach my goal. And I just stay humble. You got to stay humble, stay grounded to know what you want, and basically in life. So that's what I do. I'm not saying, oh, I'm big dog and not like that. I'm not. I still go to school. I still have a mentor. I get mentored every day, all day. Basically, people watching me, you know what I'm saying? It's things I have role models that I have to make sure I don't mess up, because they looking at me. And that's just what I do.
Drop the mic. No need to say nothing else no more ever. Man, that was phenomenal. When do people become unsuccessful and when do they fail?
When they try to take too much on their plate.
Mm.
When you take too much, you basically got your hands in too much. You basically, with me, if I'm teaching a class, I'm going to take off about 2 weeks just to prepare myself for that class because I don't want to fail the people that's attending my class. I want to make sure they learn something. I want to make sure that they be able, if they have a shop and they have employees, I want them to be able to not just learn here, but take back what I taught you to teach somebody else. That's my thing. I don't want y'all to never stop learning. You got to continue your education with this grooming because it turns. It turns. It's certain stuff I don't know yet. I don't know how to hand strip. I don't even know how to groom my own dog. But it's to the point that I'm taking classes to learn how to groom my own dog. It's different.
Why is that?
I don't know how to groom her because nobody around here have a Bichon.
So I see what you're saying. Okay,
so for me to actually know how to groom my dog the AKC standard way is I have to travel to go out of town to learn from somebody that then won awards and stuff like that. It's just me. If I wanted to do a pet style, I could do that, but I don't want no pet style on her. I want the AKC standard haircut on my
AKC?
Yes, AKC.
She throwing out terms and words and I don't know. I thought you looked good, girl. I thought she did you the right way. You look good to me. You've been great. Gloria, thank you so much for coming. Tell us your guest sitting over here that didn't want us to introduce him. Tell me the guest's name.
His name is Michael.
Mike, the bodyguard, sitting over there begging. He like, look, bro, let's hurry up. Get done with this thing. Man, thank you guys so much for being here today. Ashley, thank you so much for coming. Gloria, thank you so much. We got to find a time to either get you back or we need to get out to you and maybe just record.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'll be our podcast. Well, I don't know how we can do that, but we'll definitely figure out how we can get out there and.
She said she got it.
Yeah, we got it. I let the people who do all that. They don't know what I'm talking about. They say just shut your mouth and just do your thing. Hey, this has been a Ruff Talk episode 7 with Gloria The Groomer. We are so excited that she was here. Thank you so much for taking time out of you guys' busy day. I don't take that lightly. I know you have a lot going on. So thank you so much. Remember to download the app RWR Live 365. You don't want to miss any of the episodes. They are fantastic. We are constantly talking about unity in our community. Remember, let Ruff Path help you not only find, but stay on the right path. And always remember, when you combine your passion with your purpose, you are powerful. If you don't know your purpose, contact me, JeremyRuffin.com. Jeremy Ruffin on Facebook or Instagram. I want to make sure you know your purpose. When you find your purpose, baby, you will be passionate about it. You will want to tell everybody and help anybody you can. And every time you do anything, you'll be powerful, as we've already seen right here. RWR Live 365. This is Ruff Talk with Jeremy Ruffin. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you find us Saturdays from 2 to 3. It's been so phenomenal. Have a great time. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.